It's been described, events recently, as particularly bad, the biggest fire and safety deployment since 1945. We are still effectively in the midst of a crisis.
We are in the middle of very difficult times. It's been the wettest start to a year for 250 years. We've got the biggest pumping operation we've had in our country's history on the Somerset levels. We've got more flood defences in action than at any time before. We've got a large deployment of the military out there helping the many very hard-working emergency services, local government workers and Environment Agency workers. It's a massive national effort. We've got to fight on every front. We've got to do everything we can in the next 24 hours to protect homes before the river levels rise again. And a huge national effort is underway, and we must keep at it.
Yes, we've seen this morning in parts of Surrey how individual householders are helping one another. There's a huge sense of that. But in amongst that, and I was in Surrey yesterday talking to people, I know you visited there yourself, there's a great deal of frustration that on the one hand we hear the words from you talking about money being no object, and yet at the same time the very people you've been complimenting, those from the Environment Agency, we know there are going to be 500 redundancies. So people think you're saying one thing about helping and doing things. On the other hand, in terms of what you're practically doing, you're axing people who should be helping. Will you still be making 500 people at the Environment Agency redundant?
Well, those have never been announced plans, and those aren't plans that are going to be put in place. Of course, every organisation has to make sure it's efficient, but nothing will be done at the Environment Agency that will hamper our flood relief effort, and the Chief Executive has made that very clear. But let me be clear, the reason I said that money is no object in this relief operation is because I want local councils and local people to know that the rumours you hear that you might be charged for sandbags, that's not true. That the rumour you hear that councils might have to pay for the military and they won't get that money back, that's not true. I want people to know that the government absolutely stands behind this relief effort, and money isn't an object in this relief effort. Whatever is required with emergency services, Environment Agency workers, sandbags, military effort, all those things will be done in this vital period. I think it's very important people understand that.